Let's do a complete revision of Topo sheet. So the first one is locating features with the help of a 4-figure grid reference. Now here we can see there are some red lines. So the standing lines are easting and the sleeping lines are northing. And you might see some black lines as well. Those are longitude and latitude. Remember, there is only one latitude and one longitude, and that which is passing through this area. So that is 72 degree, that is the longitude, and 24 degree, that is the latitude. So after the 72 degree, look at the top, whatever is the number, that's 17 minutes 30 seconds, that you should write with answer. Similarly, here also you can see on the left hand side that after 24 degree you can write 27 minutes 30 seconds. For this 4-figure grid, we must know about these are easting as they are increasing towards east, and these are northing as they are increasing towards north, the sleeping lines. Now let's look at this grid. So we know that eastings are standing line and northings are sleeping line here. So whenever we are, suppose we want to write any, like the 4-figure grid of any point, we have to look only about the numbers, that is the easting and the northing. Suppose we have a small well here, okay, small well here. So this well can't be red, it is blue, just consider it is blue. Now we have to say find out the 4-figure grid. So the first one is easting. We know this is easting. So here it is 90. And then we have northing. What is it is 45. So it will be 1945. That is the 4-figure grid of the well. Now let's see here. Say this one again. Let's do a quick revision. For this very easy way is that you should remember the capital L, that is the capital letter, English letter. Okay, so here again that already we have done that. So this one is 1495. Suppose this small box which is a house, so what will be the the 4-figure grid of this? Because first we have again L. So the first I have drawn this line, so it is 17, and then I have drawn this line, so it is 43. Let's see what it is. Perfect, 1743. The next one, there is another well. So again L, so this is the first line, that is 20. Then I have drawn the bottom line, that is 42. So it should be 2043. All good. So we have done this. The next part is the definition of contour and contour interval, and you should be able to identify the landforms, the steep slope, gentle slope, triangulated height, spot height, benchmark, and all this. Now, when the contour lines are very close, now what is contour line? This is the imaginary line. They are brown in color and they have been taken from the sea level in meters. So you must mention all this. These are your keywords. Okay, so when they are very closely spaced, here we can see that this is a steep slope, but in this area we can see this is comparatively gentle, and here it is fairly gentle slope. Okay. Now you can watch this video. This is a YouTube link if you wish, and let's see the definition for that. These are imaginary line drawn on map, and this is joining places with the same height above sea level and measured in meters. As I said, all these are keywords. All these are keywords. Don't forget to write any of those. Now, contour interval is always constant. For the map made by Survey of India, it is 20 meter. And index contoured are thickened and lines which are at regular interval of 100 meter. It is actually taken from the Google map. Can you see these thickened lines? These are about, means all, that's the difference between that is 100 meter. That means every fifth line is darkened. So they are continuous no matter how far they go, but they join that. And when they are further apart, then the slope is very gentle. When they are close, it's very sharp or steep slope. There are some, like some definitions I have given. Sometimes it might come here. So like triangulated height is It is shown with a triangle, and this is used, the trigonometrical method is used. That's why we call this triangulated height. All are in meters from sea level except this relative height or relative depth. This is from the adjacent area, not from the sea level. Similarly, spot height is a randomly it has taken, and that is, say here you will see a small dot before a number. So it is 425 meter and from the sea level. Or benchmark is, like a plate, or it's written on the side of a building or a rock or a pillar, and say it is written like this VM 200 meter. That means benchmark 200 meter from the sea level. But as relative height and relative depth, I say it is not from the sea level, this is from the adjacent ground. If it is the height, means there should be black in color, and if it is blue, that means it is the depth. And form lines are like when a surveyor cannot do a proper survey, so they draw with a broken line, that is called form line. And sand dune, easily you can find it with a small dot of brown dots, that is the sand hills. Here, this gentleman is climbing a gentle slope, and the lady is climbing or probably getting down from a steep slope. And if we'll see in a contour, it is like this. So here we can see they are very closely spaced and they are way apart. So this is steep slope and gentle slope. You have to know about the hills. Hills are like this, a concentric circle, and the top one is the hilltop. So after that, we have some more definition that stony way, some area where we cannot use because stone is jutting out of the place, and broken ground, it's formed due to weathering of the soil, and that land becomes very, very infertile. Fire line, so that there shouldn't be forest fire, like, or to avoid the forest fire, there are some big channels made in the middle of the forest, so that if one side catches fire, it shouldn't spread to the other side. And rock outcrop, as I say, this is also a kind of like rock is coming out of the earth, and you cannot use it for cultivation or anything. Sheet rock is very homogeneous. You will know the a layer of rock that is called sheet rock. And depression, there are some low-lying land or hollow area that is called depth. Depth will be written on the map.